Hello, friends. This is Becky with Becky Budgets. Just wanted to go ahead and come on here to share my September monthly budget. Thank you to each and every one of you who has subscribed to this channel. We are currently at 933 subscribers, which is absolutely amazing to me, and I appreciate all the support and love that I get from this community. So thank you so very much. For those of you who are new to this channel, my husband and I are currently on a journey to pay off $69,000 in order to get into our first home within the next 5 years. If that's something that you're interested in following us on, please go ahead and subscribe. And if you hit that notification bell below, you'll be notified of any content that I post. Let's go ahead and get started with September. And it is coming up. Oh, someone doesn't know how to spell. Let's try that again. Perfect. So for the month of September, we do count on 3 different sources of income. As I had mentioned in my weekly budget for the first week of September, I'm going to go ahead and guesstimate that I'm going to bring in about $4,000 on my check. We do have 4 weeks in September, so let me multiply my husband's minimum by 4, which gives us $2,828. And then let's go ahead and we're going to have to, for the bonus income, we're going to have to add a couple things. So we're going to have those $1,500 that we're going to go ahead and deposit into savings to help us with our IVF. For those of you who are new to the channel, my husband and I did get it's called the Tabor refund, in which there was an overage of state taxes collected last year, and the Colorado Department of Revenue went ahead and sent us a check for $1,500. We've decided to use those $1,500 in order to fund our IVF chromosomal testing, and yep, that's where it comes into play. So that's a $1,500 check. We're going to add the $500 that we get from my dad, and then the $75 that we're bringing in from last month in order to help us with our Excel bill. So that's going to give us a total of $2,075. And when I add those 3 values together, we end up with $8,903 projected for the month of September. Moving on to our fixed expenses, I'm budgeting $2,500 for rent this month. Last month was a prorated amount, and it ended up being about $2,300. So I'm hoping that by adding $200 to that, we should be okay for the month. For subscriptions, this is a month that we're not paying for Audible. So I'm going to go ahead and project that it's going to be $66 for our subscriptions. I already got that dreaded Excel bill, and I know that it's going to be $323. The Apple phone is budgeted for $57. T-Mobile is at a set $100. Our Xfinity is actually set to go up. Now that I have been kind of keeping up with this channel, working from home, and my husband is gaming, we have been going over on our allotted usage every month. So we decided to go ahead and just up that. So we upped our bill an extra $11, which will cover unlimited internet. And since the decision was made mid-August, We're also paying an extra $10 in September to kind of offset the change in the plan during the last month. So Xfinity is going to be a little higher than usual. It's going to be $170. Allstate is at a set $143. Nationwide is $154. And then we never budget for unbudgeted. When I add these values together, it ends up being oh, I've got a frog in my throat again. $3,513. Under variable expenses, food is projected this month on a 4-week month. So we're going to project to put $400 towards food. We have gas at a set $250 for the month. Pets has already been met, so I'm not going to budget for that. We're going to budget to give my husband $150. I'm going to budget $100 for myself. The $75 for eating out, and then the $50 for miscellaneous. When I add these values together, I've got a puppy that is playing right under my feet, so I apologize if you can hear him. The total for our variable expenses comes out to be $1,025. Let me go ahead and pick Leo up. Leo, come here, baby. You're being too loud and Mama's trying to film. There he goes. Okay, sorry, I think I hit the phone stand. So I'm sorry if the camera started moving around. So we are in the debt section right now. Our credit card minimums this month are going to be $426. The Upstart loans are always $1,652. Advantage is currently at $181. I include the minimum on our Barclays as part of the minimums for the credit card payments. What I'm going to do under the budgeted section is add what the overage is going to be based on what we pay as a minimum on those cards. So Barclay currently has the Dell principal, and it's going to be getting $61 this month on top of the minimum, which gets us to that $90 payment. And then my husband's Barclay, which has the principal for the Capital One, is set at $80. So it's going to get an overage of $51. In order to account for those $1,500 that we put under bonus income, I'm going to go ahead and put down here that $1,500 is going towards our IVF bill. Let's go ahead and add these values together. And that gets us to a total of $3,871. Last but certainly not least is our savings section. As I had mentioned before, we are continuing to put money into our 252-week challenges because we are going to be counting on that money to pay for the expense that we have coming up for IVF. The 52-week number 1 is the one that goes into my account, and it's getting $185 this month. And then my husband's, which is for moving, is also getting $185. And our sinking funds are set to a total of $100. So if we multiply that by 4, which are the 4 weeks in September, we're gonna plan on putting $400 towards our sinking funds. Let's add those values together, and it gets us to $770 that are planned to go into savings. Now down here in this section, we're gonna go ahead and find out what the overall month is gonna look like. We do have an income total of $8,903. Our total expenses are all of these pink boxes added together. So we have the $770 from savings, plus the $38.71 from debt, the $10.25 from the variable expenses, and then the $35.13 that comes from our fixed expenses. That's going to get us a total of $9,179. So we are going to be in the negative this month. But as I have shared before on this channel, both my husband and I get variable income because we get paid by hour. So hopefully our overage in pay will go ahead and offset whatever this total is. When I take our income minus our total expenses, we are left with negative $276. So hopefully we'll be able to bring in some extra money to offset this amount and also add to this IVF so that we don't have to pull all of our emergency fund. That is the hope for the next month. Well, friends, that is it. I am all set for our September budget. If you have any questions or concerns, please go ahead and reach out to me in the comment section. I love interacting with each and every one of you. I'll be back on tomorrow, Wednesday, with our spending update and also with our August closeout because we'll have those numbers ready. As always, my friends, I hope that each and every one of you is having an amazing week. Take care, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, friends.